Welcome everybody to the weekly update, the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update. Welcome Capium, Pegs, Shadow Tash as well. Someone else was here. Fried Bow as well, what's up? How's everybody doing today? Glad that you guys could make it. Hi YouTube. Appreciate you guys being here. Welcome to the 43rd weekly. Just kidding. If only I was doing this since week 1. I think we're like 6 weeks now. Hi Twitch, what's up Bacon Snick? We're going through the typical rigmarole today of the weekly update. We're gonna start with a little bit of a recap of last week, and we're gonna go through this week's deck. Then we're gonna move on to this week's dev update. We're gonna talk about that, and then we're gonna go through the comments of the dev update. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's up, Friar Pop? Welcome to the stream, everybody. 150 buckets, as you know I love ya. But let's start with last week. Free-to-play Whales ran a near perfect week. 56-53. Now let me actually check real quick. I can pull this up. Our highest, I think, in the past, off my memory, I think was 56-40. So we were almost a full win ahead. I believe we only lost 2 games and that was it. We might have lost 3, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was only 3 this week. Yeah, our highest score previously was, I know we had 156. 56-36 was our last. So yeah, quite a bit higher. We've had 56-21, 56-20. We've had some good runs. I think Illuminati's highest might have been higher than 56-20. I don't think it was higher than 56-53 though. So, pretty outstanding week this week, and we just made a couple more power moves. We got Savage Killer moving over to free-to-play Whales, pretty fun. Casa Bonitas, only 300 below us. Still, I don't think they ran. I mean, they ran 49 runs. They're not. I don't think they lost 9 people this week. It's Tater Wars now. We need Platinum League to start. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Should be 20 teams. That's it. That's it. Okay, what do we got? All right, now this is hilarious. So we got first free-to-play Whales, and I didn't get a legendary. I did get, however, 7 classies, which gets her a little closer to level 5, and then we can maybe run her for fun. So that's good. But we got level 3 in silver and number 1 in bronze, and we got legendary cards. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe it? But it's beautiful because check it out. Stand Mini Moons to level 4, Inuit Kenny to level 4. Pretty great Team Wars week this week. And we got 6 classies on the Adventure Lock. We might have a level 5 classy to run in the Adventure Lock, which is probably the deck that it could actually work with. So pretty big upgrades to the deck this week. We got the scores again. Oh, they're a little hidden. There we go. So this week, wait. Yeah. Okay. So now we're almost a perfect 400 above Illuminati. Did DireTide beat Illuminati? Dude, did DireTide beat Illuminati? I think they did. That's the only way it makes sense. Because Illuminati lost. They didn't get 150 points. DT definitely won their bracket. And I doubt anyone else could have beaten Illuminati. That's so funny, dude. Yeah, because Illuminati only went up by 100-ish. 104. Had the same pegs. That is just crazy. Man, that's cool to know. So the lead extends even further. That's crazy. So what, if we put it to 350, it'd be 350, 450. Like a 452 point lead now? Whoa, baby, whoa! Whoa, I didn't even know that! What an exciting thing to see. Well, now that gap increased even more, but the gap between 3 and 2 really caught up right there. I mean, it's still 600, but goddamn, Illuminati might start falling apart. Casa's falling apart. Who knows, man? Who knows what this top 10 is gonna look like next week? We don't see anything changing. We do see Casa Bonitas changing their badge though. TMI must have lost or got second. They only went up 100 points as well. I wonder who TMI lost to. Maybe Mercenaries, because it looks like Mercenaries jumped up. So maybe Mercenaries beat TMI. That's very possible. So that's cool. See those spots flip around. And then I believe Szechuan and Six Samurais are still hanging out. That's so funny. Alright, well let's start watching the Team Wars games. I did miss one of them didn't record. Which is too bad. But we got the rest. We'll start with Moody this week. Moody Buckethead. Welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're here for the first time, make sure you say what's up in chat so that YouTube can see you. This goes up on YouTube every day, every Tuesday, every week, so make sure you check it out. Exclamation point links in chat to get some links. Alright, so we got Serdon 131. So we did upgrade a couple cards on Moody this week because we have a bunch of coins hanging out, so we decided why not. So we did upgrade Sexy Nun to level 4 and Awesome to level 4, and I think one other card I'll have to point out. Oh, AQR to level 4 I think might have been the other one. Medusa was already level 2, but I think everything else is base level in the deck. So we'll see, well I guess not base level, but friendly fight level. We mind control the Cyborg, which was a little ballsy, but it does end up working out. He uses his mind control, but we did get rats in hand after the mind control, and my cocks were leveled up, or my rats were leveled up, so the 2 leveled up rats go to do some chunks on New Kid. This poor level 3000. We drop the base Dougie out, and we get some chips there. We got his Dougie coming out. I'm not sure if Hermes deals. Hermes didn't deal, I guess? Did deal? I don't know what happened there. But we got a base Hermes coming at it. The poison was a good move, but I think we're still gonna get the damage out because level 14 New Kid ain't helping. God damn it, I can't believe they both died. I played Medusa so early. I thought the bar was gonna get taken, and I really fucked that up. So we're gonna poke back the Nathan. Get that range hits. The level 4 Awesemo winning us the game. I actually lost 2 games on this account, and then I was like, fuck that, I ain't putting up a 0. And so then I upgraded all these cards, and then, you know, I went 3-0. Alright, we got Duromax. A 7400, so this is gonna be a good one. This is tight. I'm not gonna win just because I have one level 4 epic this time, because he's got a level 4 epic. YouTubers should join Twitch so they can watch firsthand. Yeah, Moody Fuckethead. You like that, Pegs? Mercenaries got first this week. Titles was in the same bracket. Nice. Mercenaries is doing well. Nambla and Mercs are doing well. And everyone said the merger killed them. So here's the AQR on 3 targets. Pretty good, but he just dropped Medusa, which is another AQR target, so that kind of sucks. Here's one of our strong cards though in the SNR, but we decided to play him for a little bit more of a slow. Another AQR. It sucks that he came out there. Oh, what's this? The Pope the Pope AQR? Oh shit, and he drops another 2 energy to get decimated by the Pope AQR. And now we just hold on. Now he gets AQR'd. But we got Nathan in the back who is now safe to fuck shit up. But he's only level 2, so it's not gonna be like really cool. But our level 4 is still surviving. We got the Cyborg, which we just are forced to mind control. He still gets a hit off, but we really didn't have a choice. We're hoping that he doesn't get hit. Oh, he does get turned into a cock. Oh, but Nathan is gonna be able to stop it. Oh, if only he could have wiped it all. But Nathan's AoE doesn't come in. They almost take it. That puts us in a really shitty spot. But base level Unholy Combustion, I don't think takes 33 damage. I think it's 20 something. So we try to protect Nathan a little bit here. See if we can't get that 90. Oh, the 98 damage. Nathan did start attacking New Kid. He realized it too late, and my 1 extra rat got around the side of Towley because of the big fat body that is SNR. I should have used his thing a little bit earlier there, but it ended up working out. The little baby takes the shots, but he does drop Awesemo, so we can't continue to push with the SNR. Probably Energy Staff here. Yep, now Hermes Kenny bottom line. Just to get him dead. Get him dead zoned. Now, he might get mind control. We'll see what happens here. He's not gonna die though, so there's no real threat. So we're gonna get this energy. I want to AQR here because of the Mecha BHK, and we end up getting Medusa as well. He played right into that AQR, and he gets way less value than mine. And we did upgrade our AQR to level 4. His is level 5. And we got the mind control of the Dougie to save it at the last second. That was a hell of a match for Moody, taking down a 7,400, sitting down at a lowly 6,700. Congratulations, Moody. You were not the potato of somebody's run this time. Not today, Moody. Your days of 0-point scores are over, Moody. Fly, what's up, man? All right, we start with the Dougie just to see what happens because we had mind control in hand and he ends up not playing very well against it. He plays the Cyborg. We do play the Medusa to counter it, and we're able to. He didn't remove the Medusa, but we did have rats in hand to drop if we needed to. Awesemo in front of Medusa just to prevent the targeting of BHK on Medusa. I should have had... Well, I guess it's only poison. It's not going to bug me much. Could have probably waited for more energy, but I wanted to bust him up before he got him too stacked. Played him to get some extra damage out. Maybe protect the rats a little bit. The rats do get through, or the little bitch does get through, so it was the right choice. BHK not going to buff anybody. Level 3 just doesn't do too much when you got a level 2 Medusa busting you up. We got the Dougie coming in. Is Dougie gonna take a bar for us? Dougie coming in level 4. Thank you so much for the upgrades. Oh, and it chips hugely into the next bar. Gag just got fucked. Oh, what if the Dougie comes for me? We get the SNR back. Not much he can do now. He can try to heal with the Friar. But Gag is getting gagged indeed. Dano, what's up, man? Def Cereal, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you guys. Enjoying the Moody Buckethead games. Now we go on to the Adventure Lock. The Adventure Lock is the one where I did miss one win. It started off, I lost a bar, and I hadn't even started recording yet because I just missed it. It was my second game, and I just didn't click fucking start recording. I just forgot. I got drunk and forgot. And so I missed the beginning of it, and when I lost the bar, I was like, oh, fuck this. And then I ended up coming back and winning. So, but the first game is against a 2284 Potato Fest. Lots of cards come in midline. I decided to play very, very meticulously here. No, I just started fucking throwing out cards. Those level 6 rats coming in clutch, but the BHK 3-shots him. Takes 3 shots for BHK to kill 1 rat. Incredible. Our Nathan, which is upgraded, I believe. I can't remember. Yeah, Nathan, which is one of the upgraded cards, is gonna be able to maybe stop the Dougie. Oh, the Dougie was not upgraded at all, so it took 2 shots. Good luck, or good thing it wasn't the one that got fucking more speed. More speed. Use that. Oh no, but because of the cyborg, my space warrior wasn't able to go straight to New Kid, playing Bebe to clean up the rats because Nathan's gonna get eaten up. But can the rats? Oh no, the rats did not get through. Bebe is fully stacked. We got the Dougie in hand. Is he gonna have the energy for mind control? Is he even gonna stop the Bebe? It doesn't look like it. Bebe's gonna cheat her way into that bar. We're gonna unholy combust him to be sure of it. Then we're gonna drop the Dougie immediately after because all of his energy was spent on that SNR. Did I say DSR? All these letters. No, we decided to do that. This guy, I feel sorry for this guy. These are the types of games I feel sorry for on NamBlues. But sometimes there's ones where it's like, yeah, motherfucker, we did it. We did it. The first one, the guy had level 4 epics, and we thought it was gonna fuck us up, but we ended up winning. Level 6 rats just destroying. Now, can we get this last 135? That's the question. We've got a big Osimo in between us. We got the Dougie Power Fist waiting on it, but what are we gonna do? We gotta somehow bait out Beto O'Rourke. Who is attacking New Kid? Medusa? Oh, that was horse shit. Oh, but he slow plays it with the Friar, who does not do any damage fast enough. He could have played any other card in his deck. Might have been able to stop the Dougie, but that wasn't enough. Adventure Lock number 2. We don't get a third Adventure Lock one, but I did go 3-0 on it. And NamBlues did get number 1 again. Moving on up. It was closer this time though. Jedi Beefcake, what's up, man? It was much closer this week for NamBlues. We had like 1,200, second place had 1,000, so we didn't do quite as well as we did last time, but I mean, the matchups aren't much harder, as you can see here. So I think we're gonna do just fine through bronze. Once we get to silver though, the dream might die and we might all go back to our respective homes. But it was fun while it lasted for sure. Maybe we'll just rename it to NamBlues with a different I don't know. Or no, you know what we should do? We should then take all of our silver accounts and throw them into NamBlues and then fuck up NamBlues. Alright, so we led with Osimo. We're slow playing it now. We got base cards, but he is able to do, look at that, level 2. He's just able to fuck on that. So we play Mecha when we get to energy, hoping to match the Pope a little bit. See what we do here. Probably Towley at some point is our only real option. We do have the Mecha who could protect from Power Fist getting mind controlled. Rats are gonna prevent the Cyborg from getting anything fancy happening. We're gonna turn around the Towley. Now Nathan gets to attack Timmy, although I think he already was. Timmy goes down a little early, the Rats get back, and he plays Staff. The Rats aren't gonna get stopped by that. So Dougie comes in real fast. Is he gonna be able to defend the Dougie? The Staff gonna get him enough energy? No, he does not. Mecha survives the blast. Nathan survives the blast because he gets mind controlled. And Mecha is gonna blast through. Space Warrior might be able to attack the New Kid, but my Space Warrior is gonna do the same. Just let him roll through, use the ability, smack. I did give up my bar, but it doesn't matter. Oh no, I didn't give up my bar. He didn't get him. How do you draw someone with 2800 ELO? Dude, I don't even know, but it's awesome. Yeah, this is Adventure Lock. So it tries to match you with people who have a roughly similar amount of caps collected and used in their team. So your deck strength should be similar. You know, your team might have upgraded more caps and then, you know, you're kind of getting fucked up, but. All right. Main number 1. Yeah, Sing and Fly. That's how the matchmaking works. 100%. Go back to the first ever developer update about Team Wars, and it'll show you that on matchmaking, it tries to match you up against similarly capped teams. Now, I don't know how big that range is, but if you're in a that's why if you're in a team that upgrades cards more than you have, it's detrimental. Like, you're a detriment because you're gonna match up against people who have better cards. All right, so Hermes top line to force another card after he tries to slow play. Now, this is Hobbs from Medicinal KFC. I do know this guy, but Medicinal KFC does not get as many caps. I mean, obviously, once you're in gold, it probably doesn't matter as much, but in silver, caps would get taken into account, because there are teams that win their silver brackets with 900 points, and then there's other teams that get last place with 3,000 points, you know? So the mind control comes in on Tally. Actually kind of helps me out, pushes it more towards my side a little bit. You gotta be careful with mecha. You can actually do that to yourself. You can use the mind control and push when you shouldn't push. So a lot of times you'll see me holding on to the mecha because it doesn't help me. Doing this for him doesn't help him at all. So why would you use it, right? Wait for something useful. Wait for a time when it actually might help you. Not sure what that Hermes play was. Kind of just walked into it. My imagination is he's just trying really hard to protect the Timmy. Now, he was trying to sneak the Dougie in, but the rats did kill it. It was a low level Dougie anyway, so it was no real threat. The swarm here is gonna take out the first bar, and then I think the levels of the Medusa and the Osimo. The Osimo, or the Medusa glitch there, almost taking an extra bar is pretty ridiculous. But we sit on 5 energy here. Probably should have just Dougie Fist. Yeah, I should have just Power Fist Dougied him right away. And then we Unholy Combust the Tally to prevent us from getting slowed. And the level 3 Dougie takes it. Sorry, Hobbs. The matchmaking in gold isn't very fair. It's not very... Dude, I'm telling you, Sing and Fly. I'm telling you. It takes it into account. Just like it takes into account League first. Oh, and then it sits on this screen for like 5 minutes because I immediately went to Medicinal KFC's Discord and I was like, yo, Hobbs, was that you? Because they have like Hobbs and like Hobbs, Mrs. Hobbs and like Hobbs Sr. I mean, you know, you might be right. Maybe they changed that when they changed it to matchmake solely by the league. But the original Team Wars, the matchmaking did take into account your caps. And based on the matches that I got with, I mean, maybe that's what bronze looks like. Maybe that's what bronze looks like. So maybe it's not trying to match me with that, because maybe bronze just looks like that, where everyone's 2K and shit. I guess, I don't know. Most people who are anybody are probably in silver. So maybe now it doesn't. But for sure, the original iteration, I remember reading that. Well, yeah, but it wasn't just like, they're not just taking one thing into consideration. Like, yeah, it was your ladder position plus your Team Wars team thing shit, caps and stuff like that. It took all that into consideration for matchmaking too. It totally did. It wasn't just like, what's your rank. That's why it probably took a little bit of extra time. Back when Russian teams had so many people D-ranked to bronze. Yeah, man, that was a ridiculous couple of weeks. when everybody knew. So there was a few weeks when not everybody knew and people were taking advantage of it, and then there was a week or two where people knew but not everybody was doing it, and then there was a couple weeks where everybody was doing it, and those couple weeks were fucking crazy. I'm pretty sure DireTide, that was the week where we got second place. No, we got third place. And no, wait, what happened? How did it end up happening? DireTide won, but I think Illuminati got second. Yeah, so Illuminati didn't get no, you know what? Maybe they ended up getting third. Anyway, DireTide won, and they beat us, and I'm pretty sure it was Illuminati, but I can't remember if we beat Illuminati. I think we beat Illuminati because we're like, well, we don't care if DireTide beats us in Potato Wars as long as Illuminati doesn't make a. So Illuminati got third, we got second, and DireTide got first. And that was the week where their whole team was deranked to hell, and they were all playing Sunday night. It was crazy. All right, so the next game I named BM emotes, so I must be kind of a prick. Took some time for people that didn't play D-ranked on ladder normal to figure out that they could get easier matches with the D-rank. Well, it wasn't about, honestly, it wasn't about D-ranking to get easier matches. It was just people were D-ranking to get matches. Because it matched on your arena, and if you were in 8500 arena, and the other 50 people that were there played already, you literally could not get a match. You would sit there for hours. And so you had to D-rank in order to be able to get a match and get your games in to get rewards. Like it was so fucking poorly designed, man. And now it's good. Like I don't think it's the perfect design Team Wars, but at least there's no glaring issues to it. Right? You can't really exploit it. It could be better. I think there's other things you could do. So this game I really disrespected this guy, which I shouldn't have, because he had like alright card levels. But we start playing alright in the middle, I think. Because we just didn't have a great starting hand. We didn't have any of our big cards. Or the one big card we had got blown up. There's zero way we had commensurate caps earned. But it's not the only thing. It's not the only thing that it takes into account. You can have any one of those things be completely off. You can have it try to match with your skill ranking roughly, and have it get like just like ladder and have it 4,000 off. Like it's possible. All of those things in matchmaking can be the thing that gets last priority in order to get you a match. So if it takes into account caps, it takes into account, well, I mean, I'm talking generally. If it were to take into account your new kid level, your caps, your team league, all of that stuff, at some point one of those is gonna have to like fall down. If you're not getting a match at that criteria, one of them is gonna have to drop to the next criteria. Like, oh, we can't find anyone at your new kid level. Not that they take that into account. I'm not saying that, but if it was just an easy thing to use in this example, if you can't match up, there's nobody level 15 that you can match up with. We go plus or minus 1, and then we check again, and then if there's nothing there, then maybe we'll check. Okay, lower league then, you know, 1 league lower or something like that. You know, I don't know, who knows what their fucking algorithms could do. That game wasn't much to talk about, but this last one was the first good game I've had in a while, honestly. Every TVT I hope to snipe pegs, I could use the easy win. All right, here's this is the game. This is the game, because this guy put up a hell of a fight. All right. So lead with energy staff, pretty typical. He leads with Osimo level 4. Level 4 to 5 isn't huge, so pretty good. Hermes up top again. Hoping he doesn't have the Medusa. So now the AQR is a good play since BHK is out. We want to slow play into him playing some more. So we play him up top so that he, I even show you guys, so that he attacks BHK. BHK is faster, so he does end up attacking BHK. Two-shotting him even, that's good. I maybe should have frozen a little earlier because Tali was so slow, but I didn't even want to play a card there, honestly, because I knew he was going to mind control. I could have mind controlled him right back, but I like to sit on the mind control to make it actually useful, like actually worthwhile. In this case, we grab it and we poison him. But mostly I did that so that my Space Warrior would be able to attack Mecha, so we get Mecha killed there. A little bit of a slow, maybe protect. I shouldn't have been playing the Dougie here, honestly, but I was fucking around. Trying to get value out of a level 3 Dougie. But he's able to shut it down every time. Now that, if I would have waited a little bit longer, I could have maybe stolen the ability and used it on his new kid, which would have been awesome. But instead I used it to focus it on rats, which was nice. put him out just so that my Medusa can survive. Now the level of my Medusa here honestly saves some potato play here, because I'm really trying to save her, and so I kind of play like a moron. Because I don't know, I was trying to protect her from the rats, and I don't know why I played the Hermes like that. I should have played the Hermes like on the bottom side right here, but it ends up working out all right because I turn everything into a rat and it slows Tally down, and the poison from rats is like so terribly slow that it doesn't even matter. But yeah, Medusa being level 5 really helped me out there. That's for damn sure. I decided not to do that because I was like, you know what? Off chance he drops a Dougie or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't too worried about it, and I could build a push with his Osimo on my side of the field without worrying about him damaging me too much. I always call swarms rats, whether it's pigeons, snakes, gnomes, they're all rats. That was a good AQR. Only level 5. I try to sneak the Dougie by again, but he's got the rats waiting for me. But he does play the rats right into BHK because of that, so that was kind of like a 900 IQ play. Now we're just stacking it, hoping we can grab this. We knew that was coming, so we stayed hold. I played Swordsman, or I always call him Swordsman. I played Space Warrior just because I didn't want to chance some buggy bullshit that the Dougie was gonna hit the freeze. And the counter after the Dougie almost takes 2 bars. That would have been nice. An extra point. We ended up getting 112 because of that. So that was the first time in a while we've actually had like a sweaty match. So that was cool to see. Moody had some good ones this week. All in all, I felt like the teams performed really well. Namblos was like 40 points from the 2 spot. So we're doing pretty well. We got a couple new players. Champagne and something else. So that'll help us out a little bit. So I ruined getting him an even higher score. Yeah, I was the reason why we didn't set two more points higher of a record. Too bad. Notice he didn't defend my honor. Oh, what happened? People gaming the brackets, people trying to play off times to meet more potatoes. Yeah, I mean, but that's gonna happen no matter what. Everybody that's doing that could do, for every person that's doing that to try to get a shitty match, people like me are queuing up at that point to try to catch those people, you know? But yeah, it's better than it has been. It could still use some improvements. I'd love to see an additional tier at the way top, maybe like 20 teams. I think 20 teams, not 20 teams. No, yeah, 20 teams, sorry. 20 brackets, or 4 brackets, 20 teams, 5 brackets apiece every week, no matter what. No matter how many crowns I have, it's the top 20 teams. And then those scores just indicate your top 20 teams. And that, I mean, you could reset that eventually, maybe someday, but you wouldn't need to. Don't be picking on my teammate. All right, so next up, we're gonna move on. Good wins this week. I thought this week was really fun. It was a week where Dougie was in the deck, but like not really meaningful. You saw me waste them all that time. It's crazy how people, almost every deck we went up against didn't have a very high level Dougie because nobody wanted to waste the caps on him because there's so many things that could damage him. So if there's no shield, whether it's Kyle or the Drow Elves or Paladin, if there's no shield, then people can't fucking use their Dougies. They can't get the value out of it as easily. So they decide not to run it. All right, what do we got next here? So we got the deck choices. Learn to Dougie. Yeah, teach me how to Dougie. All right, we got the deck choices today. These are the Namblos choices. First off, we got Sharon versus Amazingly Randy. Let me glance at the deck real quick. 1 legend, 2 legends, Nothing too expensive. One dead card you could leave. One leveled. That's really funny, Signify. For Namblu's def, yeah. We'll talk about specifically the Namblu's ideas too. Okay, so this choice might be decided on what levels your team has for this card. I don't think caps are gonna be super hard to come by this week. It kind of depends on your team and what choices you make in a few areas, like whether you take transmog, whether you level the slave Murph place, whether you level that at all, and then whether you take Incan or Hanky and have to level Incan, Inuit and Hanky. So there's a lot of choices here that could affect whether you want to save caps or not. Obviously, Sharon is a completely viable card if you wanted to save caps and run her. She does do better, I think, with some other tanks that are in the deck, but Swordsman and her plus Hanky could be a winning push right there alone. But there is decent removal. People could have Cock Magic, they could have Transmog, they could have Lightning Bolt, they could have Inuit. So there's quite a bit of removal, so you don't really want to rely this week, I don't think, on big pushes. You want to maybe rely on kind of a more swarmy deck sort of thing. You did win a game by Dougie for the first bar last week? That's nice. The amount of people this TVTU probably tries getting a bar with Dougie instead of trying to defend the second and third bar. It's funny. That's really funny. That's funny that SimQ didn't realize we didn't upgrade Dougie. He's in the card thing too. Or you know what, he might not be anymore. He might have left. He hasn't been spending too much time on the game recently, so totally understandable they didn't notice that. I'm sure he wasn't on Discord much. So I think most top teams though will run Amazingly Randy because of the utility of his cocks. One, it lets you stall a little bit. Two, he does really good damage, which is something that's going to be important to dole out damage. And there's not a whole lot of cards as far as like fighters and stuff in this deck that do a lot of damage. Slave is terrible damage. Catapult is slow damage. Outlaw and Kyle don't do good damage. Hanky is burst damage. Swordsman is burst damage. CKI is pretty good. Shield Maiden is alright, but like there's just not a whole lot of consistent damage. So Amazingly, it's pretty good. Getting double Dougied. Okay. But for Namblos, we're going Sharon because, or Namblues, we're going Sharon because I think the heal is going to be important, honestly. Even if we leave her at, I mean, maybe we take her to level 4, might be nice. Just one level up. Alright, this next one, obviously Namblues is going to go with Captain Wendy. I might take her up to 4 too. Just one level on these. They're pretty cheap. Because it's the hardest weeks are the adventure weeks because you don't really know what to upgrade. But, I mean, I think we really want to focus on Swordsman and Heidi for sure. And maybe Lightning Bolt to a serviceable level, or maybe we could take Transmog instead. That's interesting. That's interesting. We might have to talk about that a little more. All right, so Catapult Timmy is... They're both rare, so you're not going to save any caps either way. Catapult Timmy is good just simply because you can take the hits away with the rats. The rats... I mean, the rats are going to be pretty good. They're gonna force a lot of these people to attack. A lot of these people have kind of slow attacks, so I think that's going to be pretty good with Catapult. Catapult's a little bit slower, but I mean, you do got to remember that if you're on a team that's going to get her leveled to 5 or 6, Captain Wendy is incredible, and she could clean up the CKI that's about to charge. She could clean up the Sharon that's about to heal. She could clean up Choir Boy and the person that Choir Boy is about to heal. So there's some options for Wendy that I think might be more applicable, and the new kid damage is high versus a level 14 new kid. So I think Wendy is sneaky good. But Catapult Timmy would definitely be better if you're building a, using a push with Slave, with Swordsman, like a big slow push. That might be a decision that your team makes just based on what kind of overall deck you choose. Heidi versus Nelly. Heidi saves the caps. Nelly is alright choice just simply for the gnomes are probably going to be picked. You know, the rats from the rats and cocks from Timmy and Randy might be something you have to deal with as well. But I don't know. Otherwise, Nelly's pretty shit. I heard F Meister saying that was a choice. But I think Heidi is the better choice. 2 cost, cheap to upgrade. No real option there. This we went Mesquite. I don't really think it's necessarily the better choice, but Slave isn't good at level 2, and Murph at least still stuns him at level 2, so might be useful. But higher level decks are definitely gonna take Slave. Unless, I mean, if you go a dead card, you might take Murph just because, like, maybe the stun helps you, but I mean, Slave isn't a good choice to even just, I mean, if it's a dead card, it doesn't matter which one you pick, I guess, right? So Lightning Bolt Transmog here. Looking at the deck, actually, I think you know, Lightning Bolt might be the choice because you might need the Lightning Bolt for Amazingly Randy or Sharon, or Lightning Bolt the Shield Maiden possibly. Aerostorm will be for Inuit or Kyle the Drow Elves, anything like that, but Lightning Bolt might be a good choice. Transmog I guess would be okay for Swordsman and Slave, but I honestly think both of them are handleable. But I guess there's not too much to break Slave's heal barrier. So, you know, I guess Slave might be better. So Transmog might be good just to kill the Slave. You might want to run... we might have to switch on Namblues, because Namblues we're not going to have... With the upgrades, we're not going to have any cards that'll break the Slave. So we'll need to either get an Inuit kill on him, which is tough because his attack is fucking dog shit, or we'll have to Transmog him. But I mean, as far as every other team, you know, normal teams for this, I think it really depends on how you feel you're gonna do on caps, because Lightning Bolt will have to be at least level 5 to kill what it would need to, at least. Which isn't terrible to upgrade it to 5, but you would save the caps for Transmog. If you run Lightning Bolt, you could probably get away with running Cock Magic then. Because you could use Cock Magic on like the Slave Swordsman push, probably, even if it's just 2 cards. I don't know, I just don't think Cock Magic is ever the right choice, in my opinion. The Cocks are just too strong. You get one level 7 Cock in there, you're fucked. Like, that level 14 new kid is gonna get fucked. So I think you'd probably want to run Slave with Transmog and Aerostorm for sure. Gnomes is definitely the choice here. I'm even trying to get people to switch on Namblues because Pigeons is just bad. We don't get a benefit for having Pigeons in, even if it's neutral, it doesn't matter. Base Gnomes are just better. They're not terrible at level 3, but even so, they're 3 hits no matter what. And the Pigeons are, you know, even though they're 5 hits, it doesn't matter. Like, they're just gonna get hit by New Kid anyway. And I mean, the things that it would defend on Slave, it doesn't even, the big things that it would use for defense, Shield Maiden could fucking shield through the damage, so gay. Slave, not gonna even break the threshold, so lame. Swordsman gonna blow up half of them because his attack for some reason hits things in the air, bunko. So you can't use Pigeons here. And fucking Aerostorm's an option. So and you could get outlawed too, so it's just not a good idea. So Gnomes all the way, take it to the bank. Aerostorm I think is also the choice. I really don't think Cock Magic is ever the choice. Unless the choices are Man, Bear, Pig, Grand Wizard, Cartman, Pope, then yeah, maybe run Cock Magic. But like, other than that, I don't see I don't see too many situations where I would want a cock magic here that I couldn't just handle elsewise. This one, I think Kyle's the choice. Kyle dies to Aerostorm and everything, and like Outlaw could technically survive that if you upgraded him, but Outlaw is 2 RNG. Kyle, at least if you keep him alive, the shield is the same level 1 versus level 6. So if you keep him alive for level 3, you know, you might be able to get some shield. Maybe you shield an Aerostorm. Like, you might, some cool shit might happen there for sure. So Kyle, if you just wait to play him until after Aerostorm, try to bait the Aerostorm with something else. Don't lose too much energy on it, but try to, you know, put something that's like, that's a good Aerostorm play, and then put Kyle afterwards. We already talked about Aerostorm. Aerostorm's good. Hanky Inuit is interesting. I like the concept of Inuit on most decks, just because if you leave him base, Swordsman's gonna one-shot him. You could maybe catch the kill on a slave that's coming at you when you can't break the thing. Shield Maiden could catch the kill, although you gotta be careful because Shield Maiden can shield it. So if she kills the Inuit and then uses her shield, it'll shield. I did that in a game the other day, where Inuit didn't kill Shield Maiden. Hanky will probably run Hanky in free to play just because we can get him to level 4, and he's a fucking monster at level 4. But if you can't get him to at least level 3, I would run Inuit to try to catch the kills off of some of the problem cards. This one, I think Shield Maiden might be the choice, even at level 1. Hook Hand is random and can be good though, so you know, you can catch the Kyle with Hook Hand, you could catch, you know, kill a Swordsman or something with it. You could chunk the Slave Heal with them. There's some uses for him. You could take out Amazingly Randy, Sharon, Catapult, Wendy. There's quite a few options, so I think Hook Hand's a decent choice. But Shield Maiden, I think for most big top teams are going to take Shield Maiden. A level 5 Shield Maiden, a level 4 Shield Maiden can easily take bars by herself, so for sure that one's the choice there. Now here, CKI is always the choice over Choir Boy, even in Man Blues. What's up, LaForce? You gotta take CKI, dude. Even level 3, he can be so punishing. You can get some charges off, play him in the back level 3, and by the time he gets to mid, he's like a level 4, and then, you know, maybe you'll get lucky with him. He's better than a Deckhand that's gonna heal like 40 damage that's just gonna get killed immediately. Like, Deckhand may be good with Swordsman, but that's about it. Maybe you could heal Slave back up, I guess, but Slave DKC is interesting. If you're running with, or not Slave, DKC Swordsman. If you're running Slave, you might not want to run Swordsman because the fat deck. But DKC is good. He can chunk a tank. He can take out Amazingly Randy, Catapult Wendy if they play it poorly. There's a lot of uses for him, but he is a fairly buggy card. He might end up not doing what you want him to and costing you the game. Swordsman is consistent. He demands respect. He almost demands the transmog at higher levels. It demands maybe the cock magic get played with it. I think he's a good card with Hanky. You can start getting crazy damage out, and at level 5 even, his ability will chunk huge into level 19 new kid, level 14 new kid. Sorry. So I think Swordsman's a good choice. DKC's a choice. This one might go up to your deck cost. If you're all the costs are pretty similar, but if you happen to be running Pigeons, maybe you want to run DKC. If you're running Transmog and Cock Magic, maybe run DKC. You don't want to spend too much on your tanks because they could just get Cock Magicked away. Although I think more people will run Aerostorm to deal with Inuit or runaway cocks. Or, CKI gets dealt with by the Aerostorm too, so. And Kyle the Drow Elves. There's a lot of Aerostorm stuff, so it's worth it for sure. So for Nan Blues, the idea, I think, we only get, what do we get? Like, Shenanigans! Scorpion subscribed! What's up, Scorpion? Welcome back to the Buckethead Army. Sub loot box coming out to Scorpion. 15 months subscribed, appreciate it. So for Nan Blues, we might want to run Transmog because we're not going to be able to level up Lightning Bolt. So we're going to run Transmog maybe. Kyle's the better choice, base. this is a toss-up, but I think the chunk that he can do at level 3 is, or at level 2 is still worth it. CKI is the choice no matter what. Swordsman is going to be who we put caps into. It's who we're going to hope doesn't get transmogged and doesn't get removed. We're going to play everything in our deck to try to get all the stuff played before we play that card. We want to run Inuit. We want to run... You know, Cock Magic might not be a terrible idea. We're not going to level up Aerostorm, and Aerostorm level 3 isn't going to kill anything. Aerostorm level 2 isn't going to kill anything. That's interesting. I'll have to think about that one a little more. But that one, I think we should go Transmog. I like Cock Magic and LB. Sharon will be an issue here. Yeah. Yeah, well, that slot, the Sharon Amazingly Randy slot, either one is gonna be a problem if you don't Lightning Bolt, and that might be the only Lightning Bolt target. Hey, what's up, Asian Venom? Yeah, because you don't really want to lose that 1 energy on that slot every time, and you're gonna be baited into using that Transmog on Garrison or Slave anyway. So you might want to take the Cock Magic and the Lightning Bolt to deal with that top slot. The top slut. Cock Magic is never the right option when critters are options. Yeah. But people, even though it's an option, they never play like that. And the only critter options are the cocks or the gnomes. Yeah, I think there's some good choices this week for sure. We'll see a lot of differences in decks this week. Some weeks there's very similar decks all over the place, and there's only 1 or 2 cards that are different. But this week you could see a lot of different stuff. You could see Hook Hand, you could see Shield Maiden, you could see DKC or Swordsman, you could see Inuit or Hanky, you could see Cock Magic or Aerostorm, you could see Wendy or Catapult. There's a lot of them that could go both ways. There are 4 of them, you know, that are pretty set in stone. You're pretty much running CKI unless you're stupid. You're probably gonna run Heidi. You're probably gonna run Gnomes. Stuff like that's probably set in stone, but Kyle's probably gonna get run over Outlaw more often than not. But it's gonna be a fun week. This is gonna be a fun week. There's no Dougie with the Kyla Drow Elves, which is nice. So we get to see a little bit more, you know, a little bit of a different shielded play. Where the caps are gonna go will be interesting. Whether people are gonna go, you know, base Inuit, or, you know, upgrade the Hanky and then the Shield Maiden or what. So it'll be cool. Fun. It'll be a fun week for sure. All right, now let's move on to the dev update. I never like CM and TVT decks. I'm with you, LaForest. I said that earlier. I don't think it's ever the right choice. Yeah, because the cocks, exactly my point. All right. Yeah, I mean, it might be okay in Namblues just to kill 2 people, but... And people will misplay it. Yeah, because whenever I have Cock Magic and ladders, I'm like gambling with it. Like, oh, there's 47 people out there? Throw the Cock Magic out. Maybe it'll turn only his people into cocks. Alright guys, we got the developer update titled Seasonal Break. Hey everyone, it's me again, Toller, and I'm here to let you know what's been going on this week in South Park Phone Destroyer. Let's get to it! This week, here's this week's timetable. Team Wars. Typical Team Wars, we got Superhero on Tuesday, Fantasy on the weekend, and we got Death Wish Challenge in the middle. Season 23 episode none, no episode this week, but South Park will return with the 5th episode of the season next week. See you there. I'm not sure why they have this week off. For like Halloween or some shit? I'm not sure. Upgrading upcoming events. Super Tuesday events. The superheroes of South Park and a few other friends will assemble tomorrow for a mini event. The following cards will be taking part. That's cool. I always love some superhero cards. You get to play with Captain Diabetes leveled. You get to play with Human Kite, Toolshed, Professor Chaos. A lot of good choices. So get your 30 wins in, play with some superheroes, and have a good time. Challenge mode. This is actually one of my favorite challenge modes. This week's challenge modes will be a blast. It's the Dia de los Muertos challenge. In this challenge, all Death Wish cards will have double health and double damage. Please note, this does not apply to their Death Wish power. That will remain the same. So, the question there is, Mysterion fully stacked when he comes back? Because it's the first time they've done this challenge since there's been new Death Wish cards. So that's going to be exciting. Double Health Slave. Yep, so it's going to be Slave is going to be the transmog target for sure. But that means Barbrady is going to be free and clear to kick some ass. So, you know, that might be a challenge I play. It might be a challenge I play. It'll be one of those challenges that might take an hour and a half to do one run, because you're going to have shit beating on each other all day long. But I think that might be pretty interesting. DSR as well, yeah. Kind of needed to. Well, I guess yeah, that'll stop the Slave. God, when they do this, when they do something like this, they should have DSR 10 cost too, like they do with Bradley. But we got Witch Garrison this weekend, which is great because he's one of the few cards that I don't have at level 6. A weekend event I can tell you about on Monday. I miss these. Halloween is drawing near, and you know what that means. It's time to get witchy. One card to rule them all. This weekend event will be a card use event. So more double lockers, good shit. Captain Diabetes is in there again. Looks like you're really gonna wanna run. I don't know why they're intermingled like this. You're really gonna wanna run Fantasy, obviously. Run that Slave. The DMC level 6 I might play. That might be interesting. And as always, make sure you check out the Discord. Whether it's my Discord, !Discord to check it out, or the Discord that they're mentioning here, which is !SP Discord in chat for a direct link to that. We got extra news. Buck mentioned last week that he will be out for at least the next week after having shoulder surgery. I'm pleased to report that he died. I'm just kidding. The surgery itself was a complete success, so now Buck just needs to kick back and let that healing happen. I'll be holding down the fort on my own, so do not raid me. So sorry if it takes a bit longer to respond to messages across our social media channels, including this post. I will respond to everyone as quickly as I can. If you spot Buck on Discord, feel free to shame him into going back to bed. That's all the news I have for now. Normally, I would say come back on Wednesday after the episode airs, but we have no episode this week. Instead, we'll be kicking off another spooky Bone Destroyer tradition this Wednesday. So watch out for that. My guess is it's going to change the screen background to be like all gloomy with bats flying around and shit like that. If you have any questions, blah, 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 blah. Until next time, we'll see you on the streets of South Park. All right, we got the first one. Hopefully there's good ones today. I gotta get the chat up so I can actually see it. One of the better ones I've had in the past months, X5 Amazingly, X2 Cyborg. That ain't terrible. And Sam, nice. Will Coop boost Slave? I think so, yeah. I think Slave or Coop gets boosted with other cards. Because there's nothing that could boost it. So if it couldn't get boosted, then it wouldn't gain from the boost at all. Quick, everyone post a token event complaint. Won't PK be way better than Mysterion anyway? Yeah, but you could play PK still. Like, you can play them both. You're not gonna kill Mysterion. I mean, it might be something people use their Unholy Combustion on. And then your Slave or your Barbrady's alive, you know? Coop boost Slave in general. I think he gets the cocks up there in the first place. Great. Glad to see it's a card event. Does that count? Does that count, guys? Does that count? But how come Adventure only gets a single card and Sci-Fi seems to have nothing? Does Sci-Fi not have a card? Poison. Poison's a card. So they have poison. So this is how these events work, guys. Fun fact. Fantasy is the theme. And so fantasy has 5 cards or something like that. 6 cards, something like that. Depending on if it's a weekend event or a Tuesday event. Every other theme has 1 card, including neutral. Neutral sometimes will have 2 or 3, depends, but usually 2. Everybody else usually gets 1 card, 1. So when you look at this you got Satan and Rats, or and Man Bear Pig. So they got their 3 neutrals. So any deck can get 3 right away. So what are you complaining about? Any deck can get 3 points because there's 3 neutrals. That's awesome. Poison is the 1. Imp is the 1. Oh, I guess we got Unholy Combustion in there. So Mystic did get 2. Mystic did get 2. Shaman, Captain Diabetes, only 1 superhero, only 1 adventure. That's probably they probably try to do 2 spells every time. Probably what they try to do. Oh, you know what? There's 3 mystics. I lied. There's Witch Doctor token right there. So this, they did this one differently. Usually, or maybe that's Tuesday events. Hey, let's check at the Tuesday one. Is the Tuesday event always like that? Yeah. 1 tool shot. Oh no, there's 2 human kites. Man, they're messing them up. Usually it's exactly that. 1, 1, 1, 1, and then the rest are the other one. So they have 2. Oh no, this is a superhero event. I'm retarded. Okay, so Nelly is the neutral. Hyperdrive is the sci-fi. Jimmy's the fantasy. Mystic. Okay, so yeah, that's how they do these events. And then these ones, that is kind of weird, but like, then there'd be too many cards, you know? If you had like 3 of each, you can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 cards plus the 5 from the theme. I don't know. I don't think they want you to be able to because then if they have neutral, also have 3, then you can get a 10-point deck. That'd be fucking nutty. They'd have to do it like neutral would have to only have like 1 card. If neutral had if neutral had 1 card option only, then you could have the main theme have like 5, and then all the other themes could have 3. Because then the most you can do is like a 9-point deck, which is what it is right now. I think usually the most you can do is a 9-point deck. Most of the time, 7-point deck is like where you can get it. But like I don't think you'd want people to be able to run like a 12-point deck. But I guess you got to intermingle cards that are boosting the event cards, and I don't know. But 3 per would be okay. It is interesting though. It'd be interesting to go back and see, do they do that a lot where there's like offsets of how many get picked? Because this, I mean, it's a fantasy event, but there's not even necessarily any more fantasy cards than anything else. There's 1 more fantasy, Witch Slave, Dark Mage. It's only 3. That's really weird. Usually when it's like a themed event, that 1 theme is the main one. She thinks it's all themes? Oh, so the packs, okay, I guess if the packs are all themes and then it's more of like a broad strokes one, I guess. They could increase the required points to complete too. Would that be better though? So if they had double the cards but double the points, I don't think that would be good, because then it'd be even more murder if you could only run a like 2-point deck or something like that. Yeah, I don't like that idea. Including LOL for mobile console. Yeah, no, I saw that. League of Legends is doing the whole like They already did auto chess. Now they're gonna do like Overwatch and all that sorts of shit. It'll be pretty funny. Hi, totally. Quick question. Mini event will be superhero mats only. Weekend event will be fantasy mats and cards only, or all themes? Thanks. Only the witch related are included, as I understand. Oh, I guess all the cards are themed for like witch. So witch garrison, man bear pig because he's a beast, Satan because he's evil, rats because they're like beasts, poison because it's evil, unholy combustion because it's evil, witch doctor, imp is evil, slave executioner is evil, shaman token, dark mage. Cat to diabetes. I guess you had to throw one superhero in there. So that's why it's not really even. I mean, it depends on where you're from, Scorpion Dong. So okay, that makes a little bit more sense. So you would only pretty much get cards from that swath of cards. So if you get a legend, you're probably gonna get Witch Doctor, I guess. About the weekend event, Witch Garrison, why 3 cards from Mystic and just 1 from Sci-Fi? That's not fair at all. Oh, I forgot about Poison, so that's 1 for Sci-Fi. Dios de los Muertos challenge. Nice ring to it. Will you folks be releasing the Halloween costumes again anytime soon? I missed out on them last year. Thanks, Toller. They're probably in the packs that you can get from your event packs now, or from the shop packs now. Otherwise, yeah, maybe they'll do it in the event. Otherwise, I mean, hopefully they give you like. I'd rather have new ones. Like, oh, you missed last year's Halloweens. This is this year's Halloweens. You don't get a chance to get last year's. You know, there's nothing wrong with having some stuff that is truly exclusive to the people who were playing at that time. It makes people want to play constantly. Like, you don't want to take a 2-month break because, oh, I might miss the Halloween costume outfit or something like that. They really could leverage the psychology of that a little bit more than they do, I think. I think it's going to be a mix, as nobody has told me otherwise. So I'm wondering if Adventure Lock will get Neutral Adventure then? There are plans for Halloween costumes, don't worry. There's not a whole lot of comments here because there wasn't a whole lot mentioned. So we might just have to, you know, you guys might have to just pick a couple topics for us to talk about for a little bit. Hyperdrive maybe, all the themes got 1 card plus a neutral. What? Plus 3 neutrals? Well, that's only in the first week. For Thursday. That's Singing Fly. Singing Fly's talking shit. But yeah, he was talking about the Tuesday stream, that's all. What are you guys doing? This is how you make money and a living for your families. How about a little more care for your company and appease the player base? Please listen to me. This past weekend was full of D-rankers making new players' life a living hell. Now this weekend event, you don't even give sci-fi decks a chance. How do you sleep at night? You feed your kids with those food? With that mouth? I don't know. Why are you doing this? Fix the locker loot. Double locker loot is a joke. When you have 1 or 2 mats in a locker, wow, oh my god, oh my fucking god, I got 4 mats, oh my god. Yeah, that adds up over time, dude. Before they did that ×2, you just got 1. Would you rather go back to that, you fucking idiot? Fix the locker loot, come on, give us more, give me more. I have 238 forum posts, probably all of them are saying, give me more. Can I like go to every post that this person's ever posted? Is this bullying? Here we go. Wow. So I've literally been, this is a is this a post? This is his post. People actually post on this forum. All right, what is that? Wow, so I've literally been pushed from 69.45 to 60.99, and I refuse to lose my season reward, so I've got to wait for a season reset. But holy cow, you guys need to do something about all the D ranking. I played against opponents that are obviously 7,000 or higher all weekend due to them deranking for faster event completion. Maybe they're just bad at the game. This kills and you're worse. This kills the game for new players. You're not new if you're at 6,000. What part of new is being at legend? Like, some people never get to legend in Hearthstone. They play their whole fucking life and they never get to legend in Hearthstone. And you think that somebody on the cusp of that is new? You've been playing since June 2019. No, wait, that can't be right. Wait, holy shit. This guy joined June 2019 and has 238 posts. Whoa. This actually might be my Scrotum's account. Very salty. What's up, Buskew? Thanks for the follow, man. I just can't. Man, we could just deep dive into some random person's... Oh, dude, it shows who went to this page. That's really crazy. And now there's a history that he was here. Oh shit, look at this. Look at this. Please everyone watch this vid because it proves how unbalanced the game is. You got a deck with level 4 Grander's Apartment and mainly fantasy units. The sci-fi cards are level 4 as well. But this deck is mainly fantasy. Anything mixed with fantasy or mystic is going to be strong. Now do another video sent as main. What the fuck are you talking about? This is stupid. These people hang out on these stupid forums. New players help. This guy thinks he's so good that he's leaving new player help on the forum. That's really funny to me. Missing 24-hour events throughout the week. Yeah, I mean, they could do them. I didn't like it when they did them like 3 weeks in a row. That was kind of lame. But yeah, like, do another one. Come on. Just do double PvP tickets from packs more often. Just do it randomly. Like, hey guys, pop up double PvP packs today. Totally agree. The show's taking a week-long break. This is the perfect time for the 4-day, 24-hour event chain with the ticket deals. That's a good point. I think they missed the boat there. They should have done that. Now it's all just whiny kids. Forums are filth. They were much better 10 years ago. Yeah, forums are now people who don't understand the rest of the internet. Can we try a 24-hour team battle? Most of the teams at the top, like TMI, Szechuan Sauce, Chefs, Elites, and a few others, wait till the last few hours to play. They're not even battling the good players, just waiting for scrubs. I bet the top 50 get shooken up if we try a week 24-hour team battle, so see who actually is top 50. I don't think much would change, dude. I really don't think. As much as you think that these people are trying to avoid it, and they are, there's people that wait. There's plenty of people who wait till Sunday anyway, like, because that's when they can play. So to limit it to Saturday, you're limiting anybody who has to work on Saturday. They can't play their Team Wars games if they have, like, nah, you have to have at least 2 days, man. You have to. Unholy theme plus Halloween costumey stuff, which is why mystical. Fantasy has more representation, also 3 neutrals, blah, blah, blah. Can we change team battles to where you face players the same rank like PvP? Most 50 teams should not even be there because they wait till all the good teams are done. Kind of takes fun of it. Is that the same guy? Yeah, that's the same person. Same person. That's what we call double posting. That gets you banned on my forum. We had it like that for a while, and then people deranked. So this guy wants it to make it so that deranking is more prevalent, so that the guy earlier gets mad because of all the derankers, and then the other guy wants it to you to fix the deranking. So I mean, what are they supposed to do? Who are they supposed to listen to? I wait till Sunday because I'm trying to update the random cards for my team deck. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just need those last 2 requests in order to get it, or you gotta refresh a couple packs to maybe get that one Captain Wendy to get her to level 4 or whatever. Dude, totally. Well, this week, honestly, didn't expect too much. There wasn't too much in the update. Is there anything that we want to talk about? Let's do open forum. Just drop some topics in chat that you guys want to talk about. whether it's new changes to the game coming, new changes you want. We could talk about the episodes. We're at an hour and 21 minutes. You know, we could fill 5-10 minutes with just shooting the shit. Or we could write a forum post. No, we won't write a forum post. You guys could write forum posts and just try to entertain me. But I wouldn't mind seeing this week would have been a good week. You can write a post and comment on your post. Whoa. Meta. But last week, or not last week, last week we set a record for the most points, and this week we actually subbed out 2 players who, you can't really call them weak links because like everybody in the team is very, very strong, and our average when it comes to like Team Wars scores, you know, all of our averages in the like a 5-week average, all of them are pretty even. Like people drop games every once in a while, it happens, but the people who you know are at risk to lose more games than other people we traded them out for a couple other people, giving them a chance to show their stuff. So it's pretty cool to be part of the name fam, pretty cool to be part of the stream. Let's minimize the weekly deals like 10 months ago. I don't mind facing D rankers because I know where my elo floor is at. Yeah, I think the elo floor is really funny because Shane is sitting at like 8,200 or something. That's his floor. So he can just sit there losing game after game after game after game and just feeding elo into the system. So anybody who's anybody is going to be 8,000. Who's better, Adventure or Mystical Randy at max 5? Totally Pocahontas, Randy. Totally Pocahontas. Pocahontas attacks faster. You don't really want to use his ability except for certain places, but them getting ninja boosted is actually maybe effective because they can get a couple shots off. The little assassins that SNR drops can be good, but they're just not as good anymore. SNR doesn't do as much damage anymore. He's just so outclassed by all the other Randys now. You're gonna see him get fucking smacked. Garrison at 6 beats them both. Yeah, Garrison is good. I think Pocahontas still beats him, but like straight up. But rare and common offers instead of legend after epic, but guaranteed a legend after you spend $80. Yeah, I think the idea is that what they should do is they should do them where it's just like the packs they are now, but they also specify what common you get. So instead of just getting 120 commons, Adventure Randy charge takes too long. Yeah, you never want to do it in a fight because you're stuck there getting damaged for forever. You can do like 1,000 damage in the time it takes to start attacking again. The AoE from Garrison is far more valuable. Yeah, Garrett. Well, it depends. If you have the charge right away and you use it before you get to Pocahontas and you hit him before Pocahontas starts attacking, then your second one will probably kill him. And if he's stupid enough to use his ability, then you can wipe out the little kid too. So in more situations, Garrison probably does win, yeah. But like one-on-one straight up, Pocahontas I think takes it. That damage is just brutal. But yeah, I'd love to see like, okay, here's the legend, 2,000 cash packs, you know, three buy them 3 times and you get the legend. Here's the epic that you're guaranteed, but also here's the common that you're guaranteed. Or here's the rare that you're guaranteed. Like they're doing, like they did with the mosquito packs and those packs, like people want those cards too. And when you're coming into the game and you're a brand new whale, and there are brand new whales, you can't catch up your common cards. So even though you have a banger, legend and epic filled meta deck for PvP, you suck at Team Wars because all of your common cards are going in level 4, and that's losing you every battle. And so you're not able to whale your way back up to where you should be because you're just not getting enough common cards from these packs. And these other people have 2 years of collecting common cards every day So it's hard to come up. So yeah, I mean, if you would, there's some cards where I would buy a 50 pack of like Belf or something like that, or a 50 pack of somebody that's almost level 6, or a 50 pack of somebody who's almost level 7 or something like you know, there's value there, and people would totally spend that. Like, oh hey, this card is 50 away from level 5 for Team Wars on this account, and it's 1,000 cash to pick one up. That's not only is it 50, but it's also a 50% chance at a Medusa or something like that, like whatever the fuck it would be. I don't know. Yeah, when they're released, they have packs, but then after that, you don't see them. The new cards, and I mean, early on there were packs like that. Like early on, before any card was released, and when there were new cards, but like in that first initial pack, you could buy Stay in the Great packs, you could buy Kyle packs, Gunslinger Kyle packs, you could buy all those packs. The fact that they continue to do it only tells you how much people are buying them. I mean, they make an incredible amount of money on this game. They made a fun game. They made a game where the upgrading of your cards is meaningful. Even the you know, the incremental levels, you know, of the changing of the charge, your ability damage or something like that, even those small changes can help you. Like, you get a 2 health upgrade, but that 2 health lets you survive 1 more attack from BHK or something, and then that wins you a game or something. You know, like tiny little increments can actually win you games. And slowly upgrading your new kid, that's a little bit of a grind once you get to like 22, 23 for free-to-play players, but I mean, that's as it should be. It should be a really long grind, and you don't really get too much of a benefit. A level 25 new kid can lose to a 23 new kid just as easy as anything else. So there's no real big changes there. But yeah, they make a lot of money. And Team Wars is a great addition. I'm hoping for another like PvP sort or PvE sort of thing. Maybe it's like a team raid, Team Wars team raid. I would love to see that. There's 2 things I'd love to. No, there's 3 things I would love to see in the game. First thing, expeditions. You can call them whatever you want. You can call them homework. You can call them detention. You can call them whatever you want. Basically, every day you get a couple missions that you can send your kids on, or you can send your cards on. And those missions each have a timer for them. They have like a reset timer, like maybe 3 a day. And then some of them are 8 hours, some of them are 4 hours, some of them are 2 hours, whatever. Some of them are maybe 2 PvP packs. Some of them are maybe 5 wins. Some of them are you finish this after you finish this event after you open a free pack or whatever the fuck it might be. You send them out on these expeditions, and then you can't use those cards in PvP. You actually cannot use them. They're gone. So it would force people to decide, do I put my strongest cards on these expeditions and maximize my rewards, because you'd get more rewards based on your card levels, kind of, or like a higher chance at higher rewards, and then I butcher my deck, or do I play with put lower cards out there and then get less of a reward? But then you have the decision, I can upgrade these cards and then I get more rewards. So it kind of, along with Team Wars, it incentivizes you to build up your whole plethora instead of just focusing on cards. I think that would be interesting. Just another fun way to get rewards. Doesn't cost anything, doesn't do anything. You can't spend money on it. All it is just an extra way to get rewards. That's the first thing I'd love to see. The second thing I would love to see is something that you'd call like the level 7 shop, or the supreme shop or something like that. The monstrous shop. I don't fucking know. Some word that means awesome. Blue token, Scout Ike, big black bitch, etc. Why not buff cards that aren't used? I'm sure they're working on it. The monthly updates are so lackluster, it's pitiful. Well, I think clearly right now they don't have too many people working on bugs and stuff like that. And when they do update it costs them money to update it to Google Play and stuff. So that, like, when they drop bugs, they're not fixing 1 or 2 bugs. They fix like 20 bugs at a time. So some of these bugs might be fixed. They might be fixed and just not implemented yet. Well, balance, I think they learned that they can't balance a lot of stuff at once, and it's not good. when they balance a lot of stuff at once, stuff gets turned on their heads too much, and people complain too much because their whole deck could get completely fucked in one balance update because 5 of their 12 cards get nerfed. So I think that's kind of the idea, to limit it to only a few every once in a while. But anyway, the Supreme Shop would basically be, after you get level 7, any extra cards you could turn into this shop, and they would turn into points, and then you could use those points at a shop, or they would turn into coins and mats. They could turn into whatever they could turn into. You could grind them up into dust and buy more cards with them. Whatever, you need to get value for your level 7 cards. If they're never gonna do level 8, which I don't think they should, but I mean, but then what do you do when, you know, most of your player base has, you know, I mean, to get level 7 legends would take forever, so never mind. And then the other thing I'd love to see is, shit, I forgot. Oh, the team raids. So the team raids would be, every week you get 1 or 2 runs at the raid. The team raid, I would say, probably you can use, for the team raid, the way I would do it is you'd set a set of cards to use in the team raid. Oh, you know what? No, this is what you do. The team raid would have a set deck every week that would be completely different from Team Wars, and you couldn't change it, you couldn't update it. It would be a set deck every week, and each player goes into the battle with their leveled cards of that deck. Whatever the deck is, it's their leveled cards, and they go into the battle, and it's basically just a big Grand Wizard Cartman battle, but it's not like a normal PvP battle. It's more of like a boss battle where there's like a big fat Cartman that has like 1,000,000 health that you're just chunking away damage on, and he's doing like different abilities at you. Maybe he's sending cards at you and just like kind of like waves of stuff at you to just like prevent you from doing damage, and you have to do as much damage as you can, and then based on how much damage you do, that's like what tier you end up in and how the rewards you get up to and stuff like that. So you could have teams that aren't PvP competitive but focus on their team raid stuff, and maybe there's nuances to it, like you know, maybe you have in that deck, you have specific cards that they could put in there that are only for the team raids. Like maybe you have a card that's like Detonate, where when the boss this week plays a certain card, you can play your Detonate card to counteract the ability of that card or something like that. So you would have the ability to throw in cards that are never going to be played because either their abilities are too strong, or you just can't figure out the balance, or you're not going to release them, or it's like, you know, maybe it's you could do it with the episode, you know, have a raid based on the episode kind of thing. And that would be something interesting. And then, you know, it just shows how much damage you do, and you get rewards based on how much damage you do. I think that would be really interesting. Just another extra nuance to get rewards and reasons to upgrade your cards, which is really what you'd want at this point. You know, Team Wars was an incentive to upgrade all of your cards. They need to give incentive past that to upgrade your cards. So upgrading your cards to level like 6543 is probably good enough for Team Wars for most people. Or 7654, I guess, is probably good for most people in Team Wars forever. It will always be good enough forever to be, even in the top competitive teams, you can potato wars your way with those cards, right? So why would I upgrade past that? Why would I upgrade cards I don't use past that? And the answer would be to do more damage to the raid boss. Because if I have level 5 cards of all these cards that I can't change every week, it's just a set deck, you throw your cards at it, and maybe even it's an automatic thing where your cards just go at it, and you get to watch your leveled cards in a battle sequence with the enemy Cartman or whatever it is. That could be interesting, but you'd probably want to play it, like who can get the most damage. Like, you know, if it's Gizmo Ike this week, like can we figure out a way to cheese Gizmo Ike to get the most damage. So you'd have people who would run their first run and be like, okay, so this is what he does. He's sending out these minions here. He does a lightning bolt at about a minute. At 2 minutes, he's gonna do an arrow storm. At 2.5 minutes, he does a cock magic that wipes anything on the board. Blah blah blah. Like maybe there's like strategies you could do, and you could figure out, you know, what would be the best way to play the cards. And like, okay, don't play this card until this happens. Or like, okay, you can play your detonate card. You know, all this fucking fun shit they can do. They can do awesome stuff with that mode, and I hope they really look into it. Minion Masters, which is a game we're gonna play here very soon. If you guys are checking this out on YouTube, Minion Masters Mondays is what we call it. Minion Masters is releasing a new game mode called Adventure Mode. They already have Expedition, they have Mayhem, which is like challenge mode. They have a draft mode. I'd love to see a draft mode in South Park. That would be fun. They have 2v2, they have a normal mode, and they're still adding another one. So South Park could totally add more modes. Other games are adding more modes and getting more creative with it. So we'll see what South Park decides to do. I'd love to see that level 7 shop though, because I'm starting to get a couple level 7s that are sitting there accumulating wealth. How old is this game? The South Park Phone Destroyer game? It's been out since... It's been like 2 years about. It came out 2017 in November-ish. So we're coming up on 2 years now playing it. Which is crazy to think that. But I've been playing it since day one. LaFours, a lot of people here have been playing it since day one. I think most of the people in the top team right now have been, but some of them came in and, you know, they hammered it out, and now they're in the top team in the world, so it's pretty awesome. Pretty fucking cool. I said something and Google picked me up. I think I said Google Play earlier, and it's like, what's up, Nathan? What do you want? Oh, 1 second. Anyway, that does it for the stream. I'm just a little over a year playing. Yeah, Pegs is at a year. Even Pegs, you're at a year. When commons were OP and epics and legends were useless, yeah. I think the only legend that you could use Sam after Sam got buffed, because he went from doing... Sam used to do like 200 damage. That was it. Sam did less damage than Labar does right now. Fucking ridiculous, dude. He was so terrible. It wasn't very fun. It was just like, I play Princess Kenny and then I play Paladin. Or I play Paladin and I play Princess, whatever. And I was always adventure sci-fi running chip deck, so like that shit would infuriate me because I never ran it. Like my assassins were Sally and Ike, or Astro. Like Astro and Ike would kick some ass sometimes, but we got crazy, man. Legit try to build the lowest cost deck. Yeah, that was the point, man. Main Bear Pig was the best card back in Wood League. Yeah, he's tough to deal with early on. I remember trying to deal with him early on, like a level 1 would pop up in my early games. I'd be like, what the fuck is going on? How do you stop this shit? Because I was, you know, playing probably sci-fi adventure, didn't have any full removal cards, so it's like, god damn it, it's so tough, it's so hard. Good old times, man. We look at our yearly video, our yearly stream, and or not our year, like our anniversary for our 1 year anniversary of our stream. We watched a bunch of old games, and I was like a level 18 new kid playing common cards and shit. It was crazy. We saw a bunch of other people. Man Bear Pig was a leave for me. Good game, bud. Way to go. You grabbed a Man Bear Pig, dude. Congratulations. You got lucky and pulled Man Bear Pig in your first free pack ever. Totally. All right, well, thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. We're gonna call it a night as far as the weekly update goes. We got 20 people hanging out. I appreciate you being here. 150 buckets and some random loot box coming out to you guys. Next week, same time, 7 p.m. Central for the weekly update. Maybe Illuminati will lose again, and we'll be even further ahead. I appreciate you guys all being here. Bye, YouTube, says Pegs. We will continue on with some Minion Masters. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to get my YouTube. Make sure everybody here in chat subscribes to my YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, don't forget to leave a comment. What's your favorite part about the stream? What's your thoughts and prayers? Nice seeing everybody. Yeah, peace out, everybody. Scorpion, where you been, man? It's good to see you. All right, later, guys. YouTube. Go watch some Joe Rogan or something. Peace.